What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, and this is game number 3 between No Tidehunter and Mousesports. Currently, well, I guess because it's game number 3, you could figure it out, but it is 1-1. No Tidehunter taking the first game, Mousesports taking the second game. No Tide with the first one, kind of a face-rolling game. Mousesports with the second one with a very, very well-executed timing, pushing kind of strategy with a Pudge as well as a Chen. Very well executed by Mousesports, and it's worth watching. It wasn't exactly the closest of games, but just the fact that it was so well done by Mouse makes it worth watching. But anyway, we're going to be going into game number 3, where we already see some picks that weren't in the other games. Nyx Assassin was banned for the past 2 games, and well, let's just go over the bans real quickly. Batrider, as well as the Darkseer, haven't seen the light of day. Wisp was in the first game. It was pretty successful from No Tidehunter. And then you have to ban out that Lone Druid against Admiral Bulldog, or else you are in for a world of hurt. So these picks actually flew by a lot quicker than I thought they would, but Nyx Assassin, Keeper of the Light, as well as the Gyrocopter from Mousesports. And really, Gyrocopter has been the name of the game for a very long time. Last game, Mousesports did have that Gyrocopter run in a solo mid-roll. And if No Tidehunter are planning on running Magnus in that solo mid-roll as well, then Gyrocopter will be more than happy to take that up. But with the Nyx Assassin and Keeper of the Light, that is a little bit of a mid potential with the Nyx Assassin, but most likely is going to be dual support heroes. And that's a lot of damage coming from both of them. The Impale as well as the Illuminate. There's a lot of damage. It's a good damage combo. And No Tide have already picked up their carry. It's going to be that Luna, so she's going to be very vulnerable to such huge burst damage. Shadow Demon's going to help her just a little bit if Shadow Demon doesn't get caught by that Impale, but otherwise Luna's going to be really hurting. So Mousesports, if they do run a tri-lane, which I think they will, just based off of the Nyx as well as Keeper picks, it'll make a lot of sense for them to really push their aggression. Because No Tidehunter, they do have Luna, Shadow Demon, as well as another support hero to be named later. I'm going to say Lina. But they could definitely put the aggression on to No Tidehunter. More bans coming out. It's going to be that mostly long lane bans from Mousesports. Getting rid of that Bounty Hunter as well as that Nature's Prophet. Getting rid of heroes that Admiral Bulldog has been using. Bounty Hunter especially has been playing that hero for the past 2 games. Second game, not as effective as the first, where he was still relatively passive actually in the first game. But the Nature's Prophet as well, getting rid of any of that global support. No Tidehunter going to ban out that Life Stealer, so yeah, they seem to know as well that Mousesports are planning on running this Gyrocopter in the solo mid-roll, and they should kind of know. I mean, they literally just finished playing up against Gyrocopter in the solo mid-roll, so, and it worked, so why fix what's not broken?
5 seconds remaining.
So more carries are more carries going to be banned out from No Tidehunter. Thing is with Mousesports' lineup is that they have a lot of lane versatility. Nyx Assassin as well as Gyro could both solo mids and support. It's really hard to ban up against that, because whatever you ban out, it's going to be moving Mousesports' hand just a little bit. Like if you ban out all the solo mids, then Mousesports are going to be okay. We'll just pick up another carry, and then Gyro's going to be our solo mid. Or if you ban out some more, kind of support heroes, then actually not going to do that. Never mind. But you get the idea. Mousesports have the lane flexibility, and that's going to make things difficult for No Tide to decide what they want to ban out. It's going to be that Enigma. So they want to get rid of that big team fight, and Mousesports they already have some huge magic AoE. It's going to be a final Chen ban from No Tide. Well, junglers are getting hit pretty hard this game. Usually junglers are allowed to get through, just because the game nowadays favors the aggressive tri-lanes, and aggressive tri-lanes are pretty brutal towards junglers. But we do see Chen as well as the Tidehunter being banned out, so No Tidehunter. There is going to be no Tidehunter this game. Well done. Living up to your namesake, No Tidehunter. Banning out the Tidehunter. This icon says it all. Now Mousesports, they have their kind of utility number 4 role banned out to them, but they still do have that Nyx Assassin. So they could be okay with just letting this Tide Enigma go and just abandoning any pretense of using those heroes or running any strategy that is similar to any strategy they would have run if they had those heroes. No Tide, what is it actually going to be? They have a lot of flexibility, as I said before. Let's go over what No Tide have, actually. Now, they do have that Magnus, which could run in the solo mid-roll. They ran that in the first... No, was that them? No, that wasn't them. They haven't run that at all, actually, so... Magnus can come out in the solo mid-roll for no Tide, with a Shadow Demon as well as Luna. It's a pretty solid tri-lane because of that aura from Luna. If you get another hero with long range, then Shadow Demon is going to have the easiest time ever just harassing the enemy's back. No Tidehunter, if they do run a tri-lane against Mousesports' eventual tri-lane, well then it's going to be a little bit rough for them, just because they're going to have to rely a lot on whittling the opponents down, whereas Mousesports could just go from 100 to 0 with the heroes that they have. With the pickup of Clinks from Mousesports, this is looking like a very Empire thing to do. I haven't seen Clinks run in any other capacity besides what Empire do. So I think the Mousesports are going to try to imitate that. It's going to be, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then okay, because I didn't explain myself. But Clinks usually runs on the safe lane solo for Empire, and it's played by Funnick. I don't know who's going to play it now. I don't know who the Clinks player is on Mousesports, but you run Clinks there because he could control the lane. He probably won't die, and he'll be able to get a lot of farm. And then that opens you up for an aggressive tri-lane down on the bot lane. And then mid lane is mid lane. It's very effective. You get another damage dealer, and he's relatively safe. That Searing Arrow spell lets him harass very easily as well as get those creep kills. And no Tide, they're going to pick up the Queen of Pain. They're going to get that solid mid lane. Magnus now probably going to head towards the hard lane. So Clinks is going to have he's going to have such an easy time against that Magnus. That is, if the lanes happen the way I am predicting. But yeah, the Clinks, the idea of running him in that safe lane is that you get an aggressive tri-lane, and even if that tri-lane goes poorly, then you have that Clinks as kind of backup carry. And, you see teams running kind of variations of that. Saw in one of the past games, I think it was 3D versus Pain, Lifestealer was on the safe lane solo, but Lifestealer is not exactly the same type of lane controller as Clinks. Because Searing Arrows lets you get that free harassment. And last hitting is so easy with Clinks.
5 seconds remaining.
Last pick from Mousesports is going to be the Rubik. Okay. So we are going to see a Nyx Assassin solo mid most likely, with a Keeper Gyro Rubik tri-lane. At least that is what I'm calling. And now Rubik, he is going to be pretty much playing in a playground for this entire game. He has so many valuable spells to steal. Queen of Pain, anything he could take from her is really great. Luna, if he could take Eclipse, that's fantastic. And Reverse Polarity, well, that's the holy grail of them all. Enchantress is going to be the last pickup from No Tide. So it looks like it's going to be an Enchantress Shadow Demon Luna lane. Pretty peculiar. It's not the most aggressive of lanes. They really can't get a whole lot of kills unless Enchantress finds some really lucky creeps. And Mousesports have taken a little bit of harassment, because they don't really have any explosive power. Their disables are limited to Enchantress and Disruption for setup, which I guess is a pretty good combo with Enchantress, but it's really, they're just relying on their right clicks, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because Loda will have that aura, and Enchantress and Shadow Demon both have some pretty high range. But it's mostly the right clicks that are going to be coming out from No Tide, whereas Mousesports, their tri-lane, well, Black is on the Clinks, so Black might be soloing it up, but even if it's a Clinks tri-lane or a Gyro tri-lane, it's a lot more explosive in damage. So, we drop ourselves into the game and we see Radiant HUD skin. It's going to be Black. He is heading towards the top lane as Cling, so it looks like it is going to be a very Empire thing to do. Veda is going to be playing that Gyrocopter Kuroki on the Nyx Assassin support, actually. Alex is on the Keeper of the Light, and Pass is on the Rubik. Very interesting way to lane this. It's going to be a purely aggressive tri-lane. Go over that in just a little bit. Loda is going to be playing that Luna S4, following up with the mid Queen of Pain. Admiral Bulldog on the Magnus, probably going to head towards the hard lane. You can see he's decked out in restorative, so yeah, it's definitely going to be that. Eternal Envy is on the Shadow Demon, and Aki is going to be playing that Enchantress, one of the heroes that he is, well, I think he's known for Chen, but Enchantress and Chen, they're pretty much similar in the early game. No, it's actually going to be Veda. Well, actually no. All four are heading towards the bot lane. They have some pretty sick level 1. Even without Clinks, do some right-click damage. If they find someone out, that Rocket Barrage is going to be enough to kill. But the Gyrocopter has fallen back. So it looks like Mao's just scouting everything out. No Tide. Their level 1 is pretty bad, actually, but they might go for it anyway. Now, it's going to be defensive. Once again, they only have right clicks, whereas Mousesports, they have stuns, they have spells that do a lot of damage. So yeah, a purely aggressive tri-lane from Mouse, and you know, aggressive tri-lane, that term gets tossed around a whole lot. Usually, aggressive tri-lane means that you're going to run a tri-lane on your hard lane. As of late, that's how people have been using it. But in this case, or okay, let's say in the usual case, it's going to be what? Let's say Rubik, Keeper of the Light, and Gyrocopter. And you have the Rubik and the Keeper of the Light, kind of harass back, look for opportunities, and all the while Gyrocopter's farming. In this situation, it's, well, there's even shifting it up. But the idea is that they don't have a primary farmer. I guess Rubik is going to be that hero, but he can't really make use of gold as well as, say, a Gyrocopter. And already he's getting pressured back, so it's going to be 2v2 on this bot lane, actually. Dual lanes from Mouse. Yeah, we do see Croaky moving up to this top lane. Black is going to receive a little bit of help, but he should be fine against Admiral Bulldog. You can see how much damage he's taking already. Black relentless with those arrows, already bringing Magnus down to half HP. Magnus actually went for level 1 in power, trying to outlast those searing arrows with that additional damage. Not sure if that's actually going to fly because he's taking a lot of harassment damage. Black should have the easiest time in the world up there. Croaky already stacked up this camp. He's going to go for a pull, I feel. Make things a little bit cramped on the top lane, but he should be fine. Fade on this mid lane, 3 for 3 versus S4 is 5 for 1. If S4 gets a little bit too close to Beta, then that's going to be a rocket barrage to the face. But if S4 keeps his distance, then he should be able to harass Veda back and then eventually go in for an explosive kill. Blink in, Scream of Pain. So S4 has got to play a very delicate game. And Veda, it's a little bit easier for him, since it's going to be the Queen of Pain moving into him that's going to cause any aggression. But Aki with 2 trolls. Going to look for blood. He's going to find Alex as well as Veda. Troll trap. Ensnare. Oh, good. Another troll. I was afraid that Aki wouldn't find any more trolls. Gotta keep an eye on him, because he's wandering around very aggressively. The lanes are kind of completely dissolved. So all of my predictions completely wrong. And Pas is left alone on this bot lane. He's not going to get much done. But Rubiks usually don't get much experience anyway, so I guess the difference in playstyle is going to be extremely minimal. But he's just going to try to get as much experience as he can, try to get to that level 6. Once you get to that point, Rubik, he scales off of the enemies a little bit more than other heroes. So he should be fine, or relatively fine, but Loda's holding firm onto this lane. Internal Envy not pulling. I don't know if that was blocked out and it was just unblocked, or whatever the case is. The creep wave is going to go towards the Rubik. So he's going to try to get to his level 6 as fast as possible. Theta, as well as Alex. Possibly going to pressure back S4, but Bottle is up on the Queen of Pain, and Bottle not yet up on the Gyro. He spent all of his gold going for that Wraith Band, so he's going to get... He's trading off that early Bottle for a little bit more extra damage. S4 take a lot of damage from that Rocket Barrage. There's the Bottle for Gyrocopter. So he's going to be fine in this mid lane. He should be, at least. Meantime, the top lane, Black, 17 for 6 versus the 3 for 0 for Admiral Bulldog. This is why you lane the Clinks in such a fashion, because he could destroy that lane. Easy as pie. Bot lane took a little bit of heat. Enchantress dipping in. Enchantress gonna just fall back, look for another creep. And with another push, they could make this tower fall. Although Loda, not exactly in the healthiest of conditions.
Not on my watch.
Pas got his level 3. It's not the most amazing level to pick up on the Rubik. Beta still holding this lane. Doesn't have his Bottle, and no, S4 does have an opportunity. I know he doesn't have any mana. 4-minute rune. It's gonna be regeneration on the top lane. S4 gonna bring that around. Theta, he's Bottle crowing, but Crow's taking a little bit too long. Stupid merciless Greevil, fly faster. Yeah, so far we just have a relatively tame, calm game. Aki moving around, kind of a weird way, but hell, he's applying pressure to all the right places. And Croaky denying pulls, doing his thing as a support on this top lane. Black getting all the farm that he wants. Already packing 2 Sage Masks. Get that additional mana regeneration. Head towards that Orchid. Once he goes that, Black is going to be very scary. He's going to go hunting all around the map. Really, no Tidehunter will be crippled with that. Oh, Admiral Bulldog taking an impale, but Croaky taking a lot of damage in exchange for that. Still no kills yet happening. Pass is going to spot out Aki, bring around that Hellbear and Satyr. Loda just farming on the bot lane. So until both these teams really decide to leave their lanes, it's going to be relatively passive. Klink's going to go for an Orchid. Luna going to go for probably Drums, although Aquila might be possible based on her build. But Croaky is just waiting for that level 6. That's going to be one of the magic numbers for Mousesports, because once that Vendetta is up, he could leave the lane, look around, and actually try to get some kills around the map. Pass, he's going to look towards his level 6 as well. Whereas no Tidehunter, they're a little bit more consistent in their leveling. There's no real huge level. S4 is level 6, so he can make aggression happen around the map, but he still could get a lot stronger with his spells, getting a couple more points in Blink, that lower cooldown. So there really is no magic number for no Tide where they're like, hey, we hit this level, let's go kill things. Although S4 taking a lot of damage on this gyrocopter. Missile bringing him down very low, and Feda is holding on to this lane a little bit, but S4, just being S4 and being the Queen of Pain, is having a much better time. He's going to fall back, but he does have the huge creep advantage. And now Enchantress is on this bot lane with 3 creeps. This is going to be the death of the tier 1 bottom tower. It should be, at least. Aki gonna wait just a little bit. And Loda does have the Eclipse up, does have Drums as well. So the push is going to be very easy, and Pass is going to need to be there to get some experience. Can't actually hold it off. Maybe with the help of Alex he can, but Alex only has 1 level of Illuminate. Creep wave is down. Aki's army is coming in, and the fortification this time is not going to be available. Illuminate going to hit hard onto Aki, but he has 3 creeps on the front lines. I guess 2 now. That should be more than enough for me to take this tower down, but ooh, very close. Luna getting the last hit right under the Rubik's auto attack. Croaky is going to dive this? No, it's not. First tower has been killed, and Loda is going to stick on this lane, going to go for a Morbid Mask. Might be seeing some Ancient stacking for Luna. Usually don't see this in pro games. BKB is prized a little bit more highly. And usually when you get the Morbid Mask, it's to stack Ancients, but usually in pro games you have someone to stack the Ancients for you, so you don't exactly have to do it all yourself. But regardless, you will have a little bit more lifesteal. It is a part of the build of Luna, but usually don't see it until later. Gyro burning his call down, trying to get a kill onto S4 in the mid lane, but with that blink on Queen of Pain, with no stuns around from Mousesports, S4 is going to have a decent time here still, although with the double damage and the flat cannon, he's going to take a Sonic Wave as well. Veda is going to get initiated upon, blink forward, Scream of Pain, 1 more hit is going to do the job. First blood, S4 all by himself draws that one.
Just a little.
Level 8 on the Queen of Pain, you don't want to give S4 kills. Very well done by him, and Veda getting a little bit over aggressive, did have that double damage rune, which could, you can do a lot of damage with that, but it also could make you a little bit careless, overestimating the damage that you deal. S4, well done, throwing that Sonic Wave and then chasing after that, instead of holding Sonic Wave as a finisher, as most players do. Make sure to get that damage onto Veda. Mid lane, Aki. Mousesports just can't get close enough for this Impale. They do have the Missile, which isn't really going to help them that much. But really, they need this Impale to land, and so far the Impale has been landing. Magnus, looks like he burned the ultimate, trying to go for a kill on this Klinks. Ultimately a failure, though. And Klinks can use the Searing Arrows, as well as an activated Ring of Aquila, push down this tower. Although, no, he's looking for a kill onto Admiral Bulldog, because he has rotation from Croaky, Mana Burn, as well as Impale. The Searing Arrows are going to fly, and Admiral Bulldog does have a bottle charge. He's going to try to hide in the trees, but it's not going to be in time. S4 are going to dive right in, try to go for Black, and he'll do heavy damage with the help of Loda. Eclipse is up. That's going to kill the Nyx Assassin straight away. But Black, with that invisibility, is going to make his way out of there. S4 are going to take a missile to the face, and that should be the end of it. 2-1. No Tidehunter trade the Magnus for a Nyx. Definitely not a good trade to have happen. Although they did get a kill on Loda, which it's pretty valuable to get those, but I don't know, losing the Magnus, not exactly the best. Magnus is struggling pretty hard also. Gyrocopter getting forced back by S4. Level 8 on that Queen of Pain. Sitting on 1,000 gold as well. Let's see what he wants to go for. I feel like a Orchid will be pretty good on him. Or a Lincoln Sphere. Or just nothing. There's going to be a whole bunch of consumables. He's going to pack around dust, which means this Queen of Pain wants to get a kill on this Clinks. Clinks is still on the top lane, though, relatively safe as well. Now S4, once again blinking away before that Impale could hit. Flirting with death just a little bit, going to take a lot of damage from that Keeper of the Light. Now Loda is here to keep this creep wave back. And Mousesports trying to make openings happen with Kuroki. But unfortunately this Impale, I mean, it's not exactly the most reliable of initiation, especially when you constantly try to go on this mid lane Queen of Pain. So Mousesports, they're burning a lot of time here. Although they do have Black still farming up this top lane, he's doing very well for himself. No Tidehunter do have this Queen of Pain, who's really moving along right now. Eternal Envy, not really active around the map either. Level 6 on him, so he could put out some pretty good damage. But no Tidehunter, they seem to be okay with just defending, and meantime we see Magnus dropping Black, using that reverse polarity. Now S4 on the run, gonna try to go for killing Kuroki, baiting out that the Carapace. S4 gotta move, but a Fade Bolt, as well as that Impale, gonna kill him off. And past drawing himself a double kill with kill on Magnus. That Illuminate from the side from Alex. So brutal onto no Tidehunter. S4 even gonna buy back. He's gonna try to go for a kill into Veda. And he's gonna blink away because Veda already claimed the tower slow onto that gyro, but he does have illusions to block just a little bit. And Aki gonna throw a couple of imps, but that's not gonna be enough damage to kill. Meantime, top lane, Eternal Envy in a little bit of trouble past, looking for it to levitate. The tower does drop, however. So no Tide, losing 2 towers in the span of a minute. They did claim the tier 1 tower a while ago on this bot lane. And Loda even working on the tier 2s. But this is a lot of gold going the way of Mousesports. It's a lot of gold for Fada, a lot of gold for Black. These heroes could carry a game very easily. As long as they have stuff on the front lines, which they don't really have yet. But if initiation from Nyx comes out, then they should be fine to do so. The Ancient stack piling up. Unsuccessful on that one. S4 can get levitated into the air. Black with the damage. Does have another skeleton walk, but he's not going to use it. S4 just barely gets away. So Mousesports looking for their opportunities, but now they have Vendetta on Nyx. So we're going to keep our eye on this Nyx assassin. See if he can go towards Aki. There's a Vendetta. He wants blood. Together with Veda. Aki, he is going the right direction, and Kuroki's going the wrong direction. Although, he's gonna go into the lane. Yeah, they know that lots of people are missing, so they're gonna fall back behind the tower, even teleport out. Loda wants no part of this, and the Vendetta has failed. Invisibility rune wasted. Although with 3 on spot lane, they could still make something happen on this tower. Only Aki is here to defend. I don't think that Mouse know about that though. The Illuminate as well as the Flat Cannon will demolish this creep wave. Ooh, actually, well, Fada's going to teleport out of there. Time passed and a lot of danger. Taking a huge amount of damage from that shockwave, plus Scream and Pain. Call down going to be used defensively. And the Rubik should be fine. That Rubik, he's level 8, so he got his levels somewhere. But still, with no points and no field, very low HP as well. 1 Scream and Pain, 1 shockwave, and he's almost dead. And now, S4 on the high ground, going to get a knife into Kuroki. Looking for a stun, not going to throw it. Now there's the stun, stunning off S4, the mana burn, as well as the Illuminate, and passing the low ground, sniping off that kill. Queen of Pain trying to blink out of there. Now we have a fight for the Ancients. Eternal Envy going to drop the Purge onto Fade, taking a lot of damage. There's a reverse polarity onto 2, but an instant blinding light backwards, and Kling's just standing his ground, delivering the damage. Already has killed off 2. He's going to get disrupted, but a little bit too late. No Tidehunter already lose 3 in exchange for 2 of Mouse. Mousesports also claimed most of the Ancients with that Flat Cannon. So passing the low ground, taking out the Queen of Pain right away, and then Black not even moving, just auto-casting the arrows, A-clicking people, and getting kills at the same time. That's the dream right there. So it is a carry and a support, and a carry and a support for a carry and a support. It's a relatively even trade as far as that goes, but it's still 2 for 3. And Black, he's looking for kills. He almost does have enough for his Orchid. He's very close.
Top tower is under attack.
Math is hard, so I'm not even going to try to do that. Mousesports finding a good opening in that lane. More importantly, pass Stole reverse polarity, the holy grail, as I said before in the draft. I don't know if they actually want to do this. They have a lot of damage with these 3 heroes, but they're not exactly healthy. They can go up here for S4. If they land reverse polarity, S4 is going to be dead. Beta going to move up and break the smoke. S4 knows what's going on. He's going to fall back. Ward spotting them all out. Although, do they have enough damage to actually kill someone? If they get a telekinesis, it's going to be... Oh, blink forward by Rubik. Does have telekinesis as well as reverse polarity. S4 going to take a call down, plus a full rocket barrage. And he's going to drop past. Where have you been hiding your gold, man? No health, no drums, no sort of HP items. Not a single one. Just blink dagger, initiation. No Tidehunter. Definitely caught off guard. I was caught off guard even. Pass using that reverse polarity. Very much so worth it. He had a kill on the Queen of Pain. That reverse polarity isn't even his. So it's not like he's wasting a huge cooldown. Admiral Bulldog stuck in a corner. Silenced by the Orchid. Black finding a solo kill. Things are not looking that great for no Tidehunter as Mousesports claim the advantage in both experience and gold. Now the tower is going to drop for no Tide. They're going to take one of their own, and Loda even going for a Mask of Madness. I saw this in one of his other games. I'm not sure if I agree with this. Yes, you will be doing a lot of damage, but you'll be taking a lot also, and Mousesports definitely can make you regret having purchased that item and activated it as well. Illuminate, Fade Bolt, everything that Kuroki has to nuke with. And that's one dead Luna, unless she gets a BKB, but even when she gets a BKB, Clinks is going to be doing so much damage to her. I don't know if that lifesteal could actually keep her safe. If she has proper positioning, and if Admiral Bulldog gets a really good reverse polarity, then it won't even matter, because Mask of Madness will just add so much to her DPS, because she won't be hit. But Mousesports, well, with the blink on Rubik, they're kind of ensuring that Luna will be hit. So I'm not sure if this is the best item choice for Luna. Regardless, this will be Roshan for Mousesports. Alex as well as Feda both sharing some of the pain. It's going to be a double life for Black and No Tide. They're not aware of this, and even if they are, they can't do anything to stop it because the Roshan is already dead. It's already dead. There you go. Clinks now with the double life. He could assassinate pretty much anyone and No Tide to decide by himself. As long as there's no backup. And Black going to move straight into No Tide. There's a smoke. Central Ward instantly being dropped. Eternal Envy can drop the Purge, but pass. Initiating onto Eternal Envy. Going to walk right back into that call down. One hit, and the Illuminate is going to bring him down. There's a reverse polarity from Admiral Bulldog. Is it stolen? No, it's not. Black taking a large amount of damage, but he has the Aegis. He doesn't even care. Sonic Wave onto 3. Loda in the background with that Eclipse. Not many beams hitting onto the heroes. However, Aki is taking a lot of damage. He's going to drop as well. No Tidehunter still, with not many people alive. Loda is going to drop as well after the second telekinesis from Pass. Stole that demonic purge. Pass has just been stealing ultimates left and right. And No Tide lose that fight. Mousesports not losing a single hero, losing Black, but they're okay with losing the Aegis in exchange for 3. And Luna dropped so quickly. He'll drop a little bit slower when he has his BKB, but Mask of Madness not really helping him out there, and also a little bit unlucky on those beams. Not many hit the Rubik. Most of them did hit the creep wave. Now push onto the tier 2 tower. Everyone's going to be up for No Tidehunter for this one. Reverse polarity, Eclipse, both been wasted, and Mousesports don't really rely on their ultimates that much. They even have call down back up again. Everything else, or most of it, is up for them. They claim the tier 2 mid tower, and now they split up. You have a pretty big opening. All the big ultimates for No Tidehunter are down. Looks like they want to go for S4. It's going to be Black opening up with that silence. That's going to be very, very hard for S4 to escape out of. Unless she goes right now into the trees. Oh no, it's all over. Oh, wait. A little bit of confusion. Oh, now it's clear as day which one's the real one. And Kuroki with the Vendetta as well. Silence out to S4. Kuroki is going to be here as well for that mana burn, but it's too late. Orchid's going to take her over. Pale missing, but Black taking the kill anyway. This is the power of a Clink solo top lane. Or solo safe lane. You really got to put a couple more people onto that lane, or else you're going to be up against just so much damage. Gyro even building himself his BKB. The push on the bot lane is going to be the next objective. Black is around here. Soon Alex is going to bring the next one here too. Yeah, Kuroki's going to come in. Bulldog has his reverse polarity, but he's going for mech instead of a blink. Oh, I don't know about that one. He really needs this blink positioning. He needs to get a lot of people in that reverse polarity so that Luna could be safe with that Mask of Madness. But a mech, you could get the mech onto Enchantress or something like that, right? unless they really don't want to. But Mech on the Magnus, I feel like Blink Dagger is just a lot more valuable for him. But I guess no sense dwelling upon it. We'll see later if it's the right decision or not. But Black is just such a lethal assassin right now. As I said before, he could find and kill anyone on the enemy team, except for maybe Envy. Well, I mean, he has a lot of defensive ways to defend himself. Like, he pop disruption on himself, use that Ghost Scepter, but then Black is just going to wait it out and then kill him afterwards. This top lane pressured back by the mere thought of the Clinks being there. Although with 3-4 up here, they could get a kill. There's the Purge onto Black and double dust as well. Black going to stand his ground, going to try to kill Envy before he goes down. Taking a lot of damage from that Orchid, but Black has gone down. It was a trap. Use one more pack of dust than they needed to. But Black is dead for 50 seconds. Does have buyback, but he's not going to buy back to defend this Tier 1 tower. Tier 1 tower should drop to the damage of Loda. Hiroki is here, though. Looking for a little bit of opening, perhaps. Illuminate, charging up, clearing out the creep wave. This tower might even survive. No Tidehunter, they're wasting a lot of time up here, and while they're actually going to fall back, they don't want to try to go for this. Maybe circle around. They do still have that reverse polarity up. Sonic Wave and Eclipse all up as well. But Klings is going to be alive for this next fight. Veda has arrived, and he has a BKB. Admiral Bulldog looking for that skewer in. Oh no, everyone spotted out. The Illuminate is going to hit onto everyone. And Kuroki on the front line is going to pop off that Spike Carapace with his paws. Stuck in the trees, but it doesn't matter because he bought Veda enough time for a double kill with his call down. Admiral Bulldog going to burn that reverse polarity just on Veda. He's going to take a mana leak, and he's trying to get out of there with that bottle. He should be fine to weather this out. Yeah, he will. But Eternal Envy as well as Aki dropping, and Mousesports not losing a single hero again. This was without Black. Just a huge amount of damage coming out from this gyrocopter. Call down mostly onto everyone. And no Tides. They really did not expect that one to happen. They used any of their ultimates. They used their reverse polarity, yes. Sonic Wave and Eclipse still up. Could have gone a lot better for No Tide if they would want to burn that, but there simply was not the opportunity to do so. Now the top tier 2 tower is going to drop. Black in the mid lane, who's he sniping off? It's going to be Loda. He's going to try to run into the trees. The Mask of Madness going to take him, get him a little bit of damage, but he's going to teleport out of there just fine. But Kuroki, with that Dag initiation, is going to kill off the Queen of Pain. Loda gets to survive, but I don't know, 6-15. Mousesports looking very, very good this game. With Alex as well as Veda still pushing down this top lane. Call down. Oh my god, that disruption just saved his life. I feel like horses plus another call down missile. That would have been close. Magnus probably would have survived. But all the tier 2 towers have been claimed by Mousesports, and Black is getting bigger and bigger. Not to mention Veda, who's also getting really friggin' big. And No Tide, they have a BKB coming up on Luna. And S4, his items haven't really shown up. He's 1-5-4, even though he really dominated that mid lane. He's just been getting picked off constantly by the Mousesports squad. That means he's not getting his farm. Only item he got is a Ghost Scepter. It's a pretty high ticket item. But it's not really the item I expected for him to go after that really good start. Now Kuroki does have a Dagon as well. He could be another assassin, especially if your name is Eternal Envy. Uh-oh, Envy. Uh-oh, no sentries. He does have sentries actually, but he's not going to drop one. And that could be the death of him. Because he's getting stalked by a very angry bug. And this bug could nail him. Get out. There's the Vendetta hit. Impale. Mana burn. Dagon. Out of here. Can use that Carapace to hold out Luna. And the easiest kill ever. Stalking people and then go in for the kill. In the meantime, bot lane. Silence onto S4. He does have a missile after him. Black trying to figure out which way he's going to run. Going to pop off the secondary skeleton walk. And when is he going to actually go for him? Is he going to go at all? The Ghost Scepter on the Queen of Pain will make things very difficult. Queen of Pain is in full retreat as well. So Black not going to actually engage upon that, forcing the Queen of Pain out of that lane all the way back to the base. And Mousesports continue to hold firm onto this map control that they have. All lanes pushing in. There's really no Tidehunter. They need multiple people to take a fight. If it's like 2 people pushing from Mousesports, no Tidehunter need 3. So they really got to pick their battles very carefully. Kuroki might be in a little bit of trouble. S4 going to blink in for some damage. There's a mini stun as well into Kuroki. He's going to turn around for S4. Impale on him. Does he have enough damage to actually kill off this Queen of Pain? No, he does not. Demonic Purge plus a curse onto Kuroki. He's going to drop the Sonic Wave of all things. A little bit of overkill, don't you think, S4? But a dead Nyx is a dead Nyx. They're going to try to get this top tier 1 tower. Once again, rotation from Mousesports. They're all coming up here. And a double damage onto Klings. Oh god, you got to get out of here, Luna. Queen of Pain, rather. You're in danger. There's so much danger. But no Tide, they're all going to move up here, perhaps. They're just moving around, looking like they want to smoke, but not actually smoking. They're just trying to get Loda more space to farm. But Loda so far has not been able to get many items up. He does have that BKB, though. Even with that BKB, it won't protect him versus this Klinks, who does still have that double damage. Oh, and he's hunting. He wants Loda dead. Double damage times out. He doesn't know where the sentry wards are. Oh, he's going to find the courier. One hit is going to snipe that off. Black getting a lot of gold for his team through that. A little more valuable than a hero kill. And he's going to run into a whole bunch of them. Admiral Bulldog going to get Telekinesis up to there. Call down as well. Boom goes the Magnus. Not a chance was stood there. Black can stand his ground versus Aki as well. Eternal Envy on the run. Eclipse is going to fly. Kill off Black. Loda in the back end with that Mask of Madness. This is where Mask of Madness is useful. Eternal Envy trying to teleport out. Impale not going to be there. It's going to be the Fade Bolt instead. Pass. Getting a dominating streak. 3 for 1 as S4. Going to try to get a kill onto Alex. Loda is here as well, so the Keeper of the Light in a little bit of trouble. Does have Blinding Light. Croaky going to initiate with that Vendetta and S4. Mana Burn. There you go. Queen of Pain drops. Loda on the run. Going to get hit by his own medicine, the Lucent Beam. Now the missile going to fly. One more hit from the Gyrocopter is going to do him in. And Mousesports buying back with that Klinks. Now the mid lane is wide open for them. Reverse Polarity still up. Eclipse though, as well as Sonic Wave, both unavailable. And Rubik going for mobility. What is this, Invoker? This isn't Invoker. Possibly. A really poor start. He made things happen. Found the farm, found the kills. And now Black with that strafe, a Searing Arrow damage. Tier 3 tower is going to drop, and the Raxes are even going to go down as well. They try to defend this with reverse polarity, but it's not going to happen. Melee Rax, then the range Rax, and then fall back. Go towards the bot lane, go towards the top lane, go wherever you want. Go for Roshan even. Going to be up in about 30 seconds. And the top tier 1 tower. No Tidehunter spent so much time trying to claim this tower, but it's still alive, and Black is not going to let it fall. 3,400 gold on this Klinks. He could get his Daedalus right now if he wanted to. Or probably a BKB maybe, because that Eclipse pretty much wrecked him. It's going to be Fada getting a lot of damage as well. Really, everyone for Mouse is a threat right now. The only one who's not really a threat is the Keeper of the Light, but he's like, he just has so much utility for his team. Just that recall, you saw it on the bot lane push before, as well as that Blinding Flash versus the Luna. I'm not going to be doing all that much anymore because BKB is up. Oh my god, Kuroki getting another kill onto Eternal Envy as Loda. Oh, they're going to get a skewer onto Kuroki. Call down though is there. Bulldog taking a lot of damage. They're going to turn around for this one. Veda does have the damage to do this. Aki running away with that heal, getting a hit by the Impale just barely. Aki going to take a lot of rockets as well, trying to use that fog to hide himself. Another mana burn. One more right click will do it for Fada. One more right click. Lucent Beam holding him out. And he's got to fall back. Impale onto Loda. Going to turn around for this flat cannon plus Dag and reverse polarity just on the Kuroki. Popped off the Spike Carapace at the perfect time though. He's going to trade his life for the Magnus. S4 going to blink forward, but here comes Black. Black is here with the silence onto Queen of Pain, but unfortunately for him, using that Ghost Form to keep himself alive. But S4 is going to initiate upon yet a second time. Going to barely get out of there with his blink. Mousesports, look how aggressive they're playing. No creeps here at all. Yet they're just sitting right outside no Tidehunter's doorstep and sniping off heroes, or trying to snipe off heroes. Getting pretty damn close too. And MKB is actually going to be... Oh, no, that was Veda's. Where's Klinks? Yeah, he's going for Daedalus. Wouldn't be surprised if he just switched up and went for an MKB. They were just waiting for Roshan though. And with Veda's damage, especially if he gets his lifesteal, and plus Black's damage, this Roshan is going to drop in an instant. Look at that damage. Orchid as well. This ain't Dire Tide, but it'll work. Boom, that's some pretty good damage right there. No Tidehunter. If they could get themselves there in time, they could have done something about this. Just having a team fight that excels when being in cramped quarters. But now Gyro will have a double life. Black choosing not to get that. He does have a BKB, so that's what he spent his money on. So now really the only thing that's a threat to him is the reverse polarity and the Luna right clicks. But he should be fine against both of them. Unless he gets hit by both of them at the same time. Kuroki in a little bit of trouble. because of a level 3 Dagon. Bigger Dagon. Loda looking for initiation onto Kuroki with the mini stun. No, it's going to be everyone from No Tide falling back as they get a jump onto Fada. Fada taking a huge amount of damage. Going to lose the Aegis right away. Call down is used. Hit onto a couple people. Where's the rest of Mousesports? Actually, no. It's also the Keeper of the Light was down there. Fada trying to fight from the low ground. Everyone else is on the high ground. Pass. He's going to try to do what he can, but everyone else is already dead. Here comes Black with his double damage. You're going to get his reverse polarity right to the face, as well as a Sonic Wave from S4. Kuroki, as well as the rest of the team on that high ground, stuck on that high ground, couldn't move down. Eternal Envy actually moved up there. He's going to get hit by a couple tags of Shadow Poison. Pass should be able to kill him off with his own medicine. One more right click will do the job. In the meantime, Luna is getting killed by Kuroki solo, and he's now on the run. Admiral Bulldog's now on the run. Burn not in time as he skewers down to the low ground, but Nyx does have a level 3 Dagon available to him. If he gets an Impale plus this Vendetta hit, that'll be it. Needs to get this hit. Where's the hit? Kuroki. Sentry Ward is there, but Impale Dagon. No, pass. Different sort of Zappy, but equally as effective Zappy. Boots traveling in. It's going to be the Keeper of the Light. They're going to go straight for the tier 3 on the bottom lane. And with so many people dead for No Tide, I don't think they could actually defend this. Even though they took one of the best possible fights in that top river. I mean, it was basically Fada by himself tanking the entirety of the enemy team, while the rest of Fada's team just stood by and, you know, they didn't have any right clicks coming out. They could just throw some spells from the high ground. They took down the Aegis, they took down Fada, they took down Black. The buybacks keeping him alive. I think he bought back. No, he didn't actually buy back. They did. Oh wait, that's not the right. Yeah, he did buy back. Now the Raxes are in full breach. S4 does have a Sonic Wave. No, he does not. He's getting impaled as well. Dagon, as well as Mana Burn, going to kill off the Queen of Pain. Instantly buying back into this one, but the Raxes have already fallen. Shoved onto Black. But he doesn't really care because his illusions don't really do all that much. Not much agility onto Black, mostly pure damage. Kuroki right in the front lines with that Spike Carapace can take a lot of damage, but try to Vendetta out of there. He is going to make it out, but Loda, the damage on him using that Mask of Madness, not a great idea. And there's the GG by Eternal Envy, S4, Aki, as well as Bulldog on the run. They're all going to get sniped off in the fountain. But the GG has been called, ladies and gentlemen. 12-31. A little bit of a slower game, but yeah, pretty vicious play from Mouse with this Clink solo top. Is going to bring down No Tidehunter. Keep in mind, this is one of the last games you're going to see from this No Tidehunter, because unfortunately Eternal Envy is no longer part of this team. So I wish No Tidehunter as well as Eternal Envy all the best of luck in the future. But as for now, it's going to be Mousesports seizing this day as they take it 2-1 over No Tidehunter from the Premier League Season 4. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe. If you did not, let me know what I could do in the future so as to better serve your needs. And holy crap! I just hit 200 subscribers! Woohoo! Celebration! Oh, yeah, here's the score screen.